Hello, ineffable being. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful, magical day. I want to tell you that you are a genius, you are special, you mean the world, and you are loved. Ineffable being, have you thought about being ready for the life that you want? Are you in a center and calm space where whatever it is that you want, you are prepared for it emotionally, mentally, intellectually? Whatever it is that you want. Do you want fame? Are you ready for that? Do you feel like you can dance in that life? If it is money that you want, whether it be $1 billion or $1 million, do you feel like you're ready for that? Do you think like you have paid that forward? Are you running around like a headless chicken? This is a term that my father would say. At least you can't be a headless chicken. So it comes from, the story is, I've never seen it firsthand. Maybe you have. Story goes that if you cut a chicken's head off, decapitate a chicken, they can still run for like a couple minutes, or they can run, take a couple steps without their head. In essence, it's this chicken, it doesn't have vision, it doesn't have sight, it doesn't know where it's going, it's just running. Because its energy, its impulses, the external environment is pushing it forward. So is this you right now? Are you just moving in response to your world, or you're just reacting? Do you know why you have a job? You know, there was a study once done, and the statistical analysis was regarding working people that have a job, and if they have a reason, what is their purpose for working? The question was, what is the purpose for working? And 19 out of 20 people, literally, of course this was tested on thousands, but 19 out of 20 people, we can sum it down to these numbers, didn't know why they were working. They'd said, well, I don't know. Everybody goes to a job, and everybody has a job, and that's why I have a job. So why are you doing what you're doing? Is it to get you where you are? Is it because everybody else is doing it? Well, I mean, everybody works, everybody drives, everybody eats steak, everybody celebrates with champagne, so that's why I'm doing it. You know, whenever we look at the life that we want, do we understand what is going to be the end results? Like, the money. You know, people say, like, people change with money. I mean, I'm not sure, you know, I'm not a billionaire myself, or nothing even close, but I mean, it's not like it shouldn't even be a phenomenon. It shouldn't be like, oh, you're different now because you have money, or oh, you're different now because you have fame. There's different things that come with it. Same, like, you're going to change. Let's flip the coin on it, right? Let's say you had money, or you're just an average person. Now you're literally broke. You're dead broke. You're homeless. You're going to change, aren't you? If you become a vegan, like, your life is going to change. If you get a new position, your life is going to change. Not because you have decided like, oh, I'm going to be this asshole, or oh, I'm going to be prideful. It's just your life changes. Let's talk about money, if we will. Like, you're probably not going to do the same things, go to the same places, because you have to take care of your finances. You have to probably save money and then invest money, and you probably start thinking about a public image, right? These are things that come with money. Your network becomes different. So if you're trying to grow your money and you're still doing things that you were doing when you didn't have money, well, does that make sense? Like, how smart is it for me to be doing the same thing if I want $1 million? And then whenever I make $1 million, it's because I started doing different things. So let's say that I wake up and I'm like, I'm a millionaire, but I want $10 million. Well, surely the individual is going to have to do different things in their life that's going to get them to their $10 million goal. So never answer what it is, you know, the end result. Excuse me, if you don't answer what the end result is going to cause, then that is an issue. Because we should look at what it is we're going and tell ourselves, you know what? Whenever I have this, I'm going to be this person. So we are anticipating We're creating the neurological networks in the brain, preparing myself mentally, preparing myself emotionally for the experience that I want. But if we just hope, we're just hoping, right? We're just throwing coins in a well and we just hope for $1 million. You're not ready for that. You haven't put in the work, the study, the mentorship, the contemplation of who you want to be at that point. So we should begin to set the neurological network as the experience already exists, so then we can start building that road. And then whenever we get there, maybe we don't lose control, maybe we don't lose ourselves, and at least, very minimum, we anticipated what was going to happen. And it's not that difficult. So it is so difficult to sit here and dream, sit here and become the person. But it's really not. Again, I don't know what you want. You can want something like more money, fame, better health, more happy relationships. But the question is, sure, it's all fine and dandy. You can dream and have whatever it is that you desire. But are you willing to put in the work to make the required changes? And once you have it, let's say that you did a couple changes. Are you going to maintain that change? Statistically, people that win the lottery, they lose it within 2 years. Why do you think that is? Because, and again, I'm very stereotyping right now, and I apologize, but it's only to, nail in the point that if you win the lottery, you probably lived a pretty normal life. You drove a Honda Civic, you had a 9 to 5, you ate, fast food every once in a while, you bought groceries, you probably went out to the club here and there, you played video games, and now you have $1 million. Did you know that at least in America, United States, the lotto company, they assign you a financial team to navigate you through there? Why do you think that is? Why do you think this comes with winning the lottery? Well, perhaps because you don't know what you're going to do with this money. And it could be on the flip side. Now that you have the health that you want, what are you going to do with it? Are you prepared for it? So I invite you today to start creating, start contemplating, start looking at what's going to happen after you result what you want. Yeah, we're all focused on the $1 million. We're all focused on the $1 million, on the money, on the car, on the partner, on the position. Okay, cool. So let's give you that. Let's say you want power. You want power? Let's give you power. Let's start you off. You're the city council, or you're the governor. And then what happens? Once you have that, you're the governor, right? Because you wanted power. Now you're the governor of Texas. And you want power. Well, now your brain, the way it operates, it's going to look for expansion. It's going to look for more. So then, well, now perhaps you want to be the president of the United States. And then let's give you that. Okay, now you want more power? Because this is the way the brain works. If you do not plant the seeds of the life that you want to live consciously, the brain is just looking for more and more and more and more. And there is no limit. So let's make you the president of the United States, probably one of the most powerful people on the planet. And then now you're the president, and you want more. Okay, fine, let's give you more. You want more? Let's give you more. You're the most powerful person in all of the world. And now you're there, you're there being the most powerful person in the world, but you're not satisfied because there's other planets, and you want to conquer other things. Sure, let's make you the most powerful person in this galaxy, in our solar system. Let's start with the solar system. Okay, then you want more because you're not controlling yourself, because you're a headless chicken. The world is just running you this way and that way, and you believe you're after power. So now you want the full galaxy. Now you want the Milky Way. Okay, but then you realize, damn, there's like 1 billion more galaxies. So what are you going to do? When are you ever satisfied? When do you know that enough is enough? What are you going to do when you have it all? Are you going to keep running for more? So I invite you along your journey for whatever it is that you want. Establish what you're going to do after the fact. Establish who you want to be after you obtain what you want. And then find a way that you can be freed from your external life. Create an experience so large that whatever happens outside of you doesn't dictate what's happening inside of you. And in this place, I guarantee you and I promise you that your brain is going to have coherence with your body and your heart, and you're going to move into more an alignment of the things that you want in your life, and you will be an ineffable being. You will just say, wow, like, I'm doing this, and this is my purpose because I'm in alignment with myself. And this is what I want to do whenever I get what I want. And if it is what you want, then perhaps you want to keep cultivating it, and you want to keep nourishing it. So, what to do when you have it all? This is something that we want to think about. You can't just think about what you want. That's fine, do it. But then what? And then once you have it, are you going to want more? And I'm not alluding to wanting more is bad. Now, sure, I gave a super large hyperbole and for the person that wants power. However, the case is very strong that we get, $1, we want 2, we get 10,000, we want 1,000,000. And then when do we ever stop? We're always chasing something. Why don't we just stop? Why don't we find ineffability in the present moment? Create my experience to such a degree that, you know what, I am stable. I made whatever I reached my goal. Now I'm going to become a master in this space. I'm going to be the best governor that's ever existed. I'm going to be the most happy millionaire or billionaire that ever existed. And I'm not going to try to get 2 billion. If you want to, if that's your goal from the beginning, then go for it. But if your goal was 1 billion, then become the best billionaire you can be. And I believe, if you are just focusing on your goal, there's an unlimited amount of abundance that's going to come. If it was $1 million and you're just perfecting being a millionaire, I'm pretty sure, by the universal laws, like, you're just going to have 2 million, and maybe even 10 to 100 million. But the key here is know what you want. And most importantly, know what you want to do after you obtain what you want. So build a vision, but not a 1-year vision. Build a vision of your life, your whole life. The moment you do this, you're unstoppable. The moment you decide what you want to do till the very last day of your life, sure, Luis, I'm 20 years old. I don't want to think about it. That's fine. You don't have to. I'm just telling you from experience and from mentorship that is the route to go. Because you know where you're going 1 year, 5, 10, 20, till the last day, till you just retire. And what you're going to do in that time. So now what? All you have to do is wake up and exist. Wake up and present the best version of yourself. Now you're not a headless chicken. Now the world isn't pulling and tugging you anywhere, or pushing you, or dropping you, or lifting you. No, you know where you're going. And if it's the life of your dreams, well, take 100 years to make it. Take all the time you need. It's your dreams. How long are you going to wait? How long are you going to walk the path to manifesting? Well, for me, I believe it's a lifelong journey. There's no, I reached a point. No, I might have $1 million, even $1 billion and more one day, but those aren't the pinnacles. It's the journey. It's every day cultivating that. So I invite you today to build your belief system of what you want and what you want to do and be after you obtain this. And in this space, you will be more ineffable. You will find more peace and joy in your life. Ineffable being, I hope this video has inspired you to build a vision. Build and write down. Make concrete ideas and visions for yourself of what you want to be in 5 and 10 years. And once you manifest, once you have in your hands, to the point that you can look at, feel what you want, who do you want to be then? That is interesting. And that way, you will create the neurological circuitry like the experience has already existed. And now your manifestation is a lot closer than you believe. Please put down in the comments if you received value from this video. If you did not receive value, please also share that with me. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and share. I hope to see you on the side of light. Goodbye.